So we're coming up on 19 days to where you got to cast your vote. For the most part, you're going to cast your vote for Republican or Democrat. Even though I'm thinking that the third parties, which have been so irrelevant up to this point, they need to play a way bigger part. We have a duopoly just, and it contributes to the division of this country. Either you're for this or you're against that. Hold on. Yeah, I don't need to see my face that close. So either you're for this or you're against that. But what about this? I don't agree with what this side is saying or that side is saying. But what about this? But that's one of the keys to the way they have this thing set up. And the gigantic, enormous elephants, plural, in the room is Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Which one are you gonna vote for? I already know who I'm gonna vote for. It's not Kamala Harris. That's for damn sure. No, and no. This lady can't answer a simple question. But you know what? She has been dragged through the mud and beat up on and all this enough. I don't even have to do that. And I'm not going to do it. But the question that I have for the maybe 5, 6, 7 people that might watch this video, why would you vote for her? Oh, there's a plethora of reasons. One of which is, she will be the first black female president of these United States. I cannot think of a nonsensical, low vibration, dumbass reason to vote for your future. Black folks in particular have been conditioned to understand that symbolism is a thing. Put a person in a position of power that looks like me, and therefore that's just enough. Even though politics is about what are you going to do for the people? Because let's not get this thing twisted. The whole purpose of having representation, which that's what politicians are about. Representation means you're supposed to work for what the people want. But of course, today it's, oh my goodness, it has skewed so far from that to where I'm hopeful that it will come back. But hope is never, because they have been able to enrich themselves to where the positions that they actually hold, their salary is around 150 to 220,000 dollars. In Barack Obama's case, even him being the president, he came out after he was in there for 8 years and he was worth 40 something million dollars. How does that happen? Well, we know how it happened. Lobbyists and groups and all of these type of things. So we're going to get back to who will you vote for? You're going to vote for Kamala, and I said it. You chastise me or whatever you're going to do. Kamala, this is the United States of America. And in the United States of America, her name is Kamala. I would love to go up against these people that would challenge me, that would say, it's Kamala. What? This is the United States of America. It's Kamala. So we're going to go with that. And you're casting your vote for this person just because of her perceived blackness. This lady, so if you're a white person and your ancestry is from Ireland, Russia, Iceland, that's about how black Kamala is. And I don't even like the black thing, but it is considered a culture in our country. So for the purposes of assimilating with society, because much as we want to reject that, I still will assimilate with society to a certain point. So black, fine. You're black. But you're not. Your mom is a red dot Indian. She has this red dot thing right there. And I will not even go into what that means. I will not insult that. I will always respect anybody's religious leanings, the way that they do things. I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to say it's right. I'm not going to say it's wrong. But what I will do is always go with what makes sense to me. And while I know nothing about the Indian culture, religion, Hindu, none of that. So therefore, I'm not going to question any of that. But what I do know, there are a lot of people like me that have no idea. The same thing what I just said. They don't know what the Indian culture, Hindu, anything like that. So Kamala Harris said her Hindu, Indian, Irish mom said she's raising her daughters, plural, to be strong black women. How does that happen? How does that happen? Oh, maybe it happens. Well, here's what we'll do. Kamala, you'll be born in Oakland. At a very early age, around the age of 12, we'll go ahead and send you to Canada. And you'll spend most of your formative years there. And then you'll go to college in Canada. And then you'll come back to the United States. And after you graduate college, when we'll send you to a HBCU, historically black college and university. That's where we're going to send you. So I guess that way of living will cement your blackness, even though you yourself only identify with blackness when it is an advantage to you. You said on the Breakfast Club that you were black. Other than that, you were the first Asian, Indian American senator and all these type of things. Yeah. You were cooking with Mindy Kaling, who is a South Indian identified person. I think Mindy Kaling is darker than me, which is cool. I don't have no problem with that. Nose big as hell. I think Mindy Kaling is. Yeah, Mindy Kaling looks good. Mindy Kaling is fine. And during that cooking show, yeah, you identified as that. So my point is that when you get to a point to where it benefits you, you identify, and that's what this election is about. So far, this election has been about identity. The whole Biden, Kamala Harris administration has been about identity in one form or another. And we're not even gonna go into the LGBTQ with the rainbow flags on the White House. Are you fucking kidding me? One of the standing beacons of this country. And you're going to put these flags up that will reinforce a false way of thinking and a false state of mind based on how a person feels at any given moment. But you're going to put those flags on one of the pillars of optics in our entire country. And we know optics are important. That's what all media, social media, mainstream media, alternative media, optics are important. And if you don't agree with me, well, most things that are done today are done with photos and videos. Actually, in the reverse order. It's videos and photos. So you tell me optics are not important? So anyway, we'll do a part 2, 3, and 4 to this little rant that I've came up with the closer that it comes to the election. So enjoy.